I'm in Italy right now, and you know what's funny? I'm in the gesture capital of the world, where people have entire conversations without saying a word, and most business presenters, they present like mannequins, hands glued to their sides or worse, in their pockets. There's a reason why gestures matter so much, not just in Italy, everywhere. And let me show you why. Researchers at Stanford, Michigan, and University of North Carolina did a study. They showed videos of CEO presentations during IPO roadshows to investors. The finding? The more a CEO's gestures exuded competence, the higher the IPO valuation. Different gestures, different stock price. That's real money on the table. But here's what really gets me. Gestures don't just make you look good, they fundamentally change how people process and remember information. Let me give you 3 mind-blowing facts. Fact number 1. Even people who are blind from birth gesture when they speak. Think about that. They've never seen someone who moved their hands, never observed a gesture in their life, and yet they gesticulate naturally. Why? Because gestures aren't learned by copying others. They're hardwired into how we think and create language. Your hands are connected to your brain's language system. When you block the hands, you block thinking. Fact number 2. Research on math problem solving shows something remarkable. People who were allowed to gesture while explaining calculations had significantly better working memory. Those who couldn't move their hands, worse performance. Here's why. Gestures reduce cognitive load. When your hands work, your brain has more resources for complex information. Think of it like this. Your brain is running multiple programs: language, logic, memory. Gestures offload some of that processing to physical movement. Suddenly, you have more mental RAM. Fact number 3. Studies show that when speakers are told not to gesture, their speech becomes less fluent. More pauses, more errors, more ums and ahs. Gestures are not decoration, they are fuel for accessing vocabulary. Your brain retrieves words faster when your hands can move. It's like trying to think with one hand tied behind your back, literally. So if you've ever seen someone present with their hands in their pockets or gripping a laptop, they're making it harder for themselves. Not just harder to engage the audience, harder to think. Let me show you something. I'm gonna order coffee in this Italian cafe. But here's the catch. I won't use any words, just gestures. Watch.
Espresso.
Now here's what the research shows. People remember 33% more when you use gestures. 33% more information in their heads. Simple as that. Your hands make your message stick. And this matters even more in the world we work in today. A fascinating study looked at Zoom meetings. 2 groups, same content. One group used hand gestures as signals, thumbs up, hands raised, simple stuff. The other group used emoji reactions instead. The results? The gesture group had 97% stronger sense of connection, 98% better collaborative mindset. The emoji group? No benefit at all. Even on screen, your physical presence matters. Your hands matter. So here's how to use this in your presentations. Tip number 1. Use illustrative gestures for data. Don't just say, sales increased. Show it. Hand moving upward. Don't just say, we have 3 options. Count them. 1, 2, 3 on your fingers. Presenting complex information, draw it in the air. Size, shape, direction. A 2025 study analyzed over 2,000 TED Talks. speakers who used illustrative gestures were rated significantly more competent and persuasive. Simply doubling your gesture frequency increased audience engagement by 5%. But here's the key. The gestures have to match what you're saying. Random hand waving doesn't help. Tip number 2, one gesture per key point. When you make an important argument, pair it with one clear gesture. This helps your audience remember it. They remember the gesture, and with it, the point. Tip number 3, avoid repetitive gestures. Here's something surprising from research. Bead gestures. You know those rhythmic hand chops people do? They can actually hurt understanding. In a study with international audiences, people listening in their second language had worse recall with bead gestures. 47% worse recall. 49% worse comprehension. Why? Too many repetitive gestures become noise. Your hands lose meaning. So vary your gestures. Different points deserve different movements. And keep it interesting. Tip number 4. Don't hide your hands. Hands in your pockets, behind your back, bad idea. But if you need something to hold for comfort, that's okay. A remote, a pen, something small. Just keep one hand free to gesture. What you don't want is both hands trapped or hidden. Because when your hands are blocked, your thinking is blocked and your audience notices. Your body needs movement. And when your hands are blocked, you may move unintentionally with disturbing fidgeting. So don't block your hands. Tip number 5, gesture in the gesture box. There's a natural zone for gestures, from your belly button to your eye level, with about an outstretched hand plus maybe 10-20 centimeters on each side. And stay in this box. Go above and you look frantic. Go below and you look uncertain. Inside the box, professional. That's the point. Tip number 6, don't overthink it. Here's the most important tip. Don't choreograph your gestures. Don't practice hand movements in front of a mirror. That's not what this is all about. Focus on building a clear, logical, engaging message. The gesture will come naturally when you're focused on communicating, not performing. And if you gesture in an unusual way, don't worry about it. That might be your signature, your charm. Authenticity beats perfection, always. So remember, gestures are important, but they are never more important than the content of what you're saying. Content first, gestures support. So remember, when presenting, gestures are not optional. They are wired into how we think and communicate. Even blind people gesture. They reduce cognitive load, they fuel speech, and when used well, they can literally increase your company's valuation. Now, here's what I want you to do. Your next presentation, if you're holding a laptop or phone, put it down. Keep one hand free at minimum. Focus on your message. Let your hands do what they naturally want to do. You'll be surprised how much easier it becomes. If this was helpful, like and subscribe. Drop a comment. What's your biggest challenge with gestures? Too many? Too few? No ideas what to do with your hands? I read every comment, so thanks for watching.